Hey, Stockard, we're doing a story on audience etiquette, how people these days tend to talk during movies and during plays. Interviewed an actress once, she was doing a play in Florida. In the middle of the performance, a woman walked to the front of the stage and said, "Speak louder, we can't hear you." So what kind of unusual interruptions have you had in your stage career?
I haven't very recently. I was doing a play called Hapgood that Tom Stoppard wrote, and I had this very sort of erotic moment with David Lansbury. But we were on this round stage that revolved. So when you change the set, you'd go off, you know. And it was this matinee, and he sort of grabbed me and threw me down on the bed, and we had this great embrace, and the lights went down, and the set started to move. And there was this voice, two old ladies were sitting in the audience. It was a matinee, and one said to the other, "Where are they going?" And the other one said, "Paradise." I remember that one. I'll never forget that one.
Yeah. You know, I've always been fascinated at actors when they're making a movie, what they think the box office viability will be of that film. Two movies in particular, Grease and The Fortune. When you were making those, what were your impressions of what those movies would do with the box office?
Well, The Fortune was the first movie I ever made, and even though I had this very big part with Warren Beatty, Jack Nicholson, Mike Nichols directing. And so I didn't know anything about the business, and I assumed it was going to be wonderful. Also, I think it is a terrific little film. But when it didn't do that well, I don't really know why. It may have just been the wrong time. I got a quick lesson in how these things can turn, and you know, and I'd never forgotten it because it didn't seem appropriate to me. And in Greece, I will say that I didn't know how big it was going to be, but there was a real feeling of fun making it and all the rest of it. And it felt very sort of prosperous, if you will. It seemed all of a piece. So we thought it would do well. I had no idea that it would go through the roof the way it did. And nor in those days we didn't really have video, you know. So the fact it came just as it was sort of peaking, this video thing started happening, and its life on video is extraordinary, and television, you know. So that's a whole other factor, but I don't think you really think about it when you're going to make the movie. You know, if you like the script and you think you can do the part right and you want to work with the people, that's all you can really, you know, think of.
Well, turning to Moll Flanders, you got the best costumes in the movie, just the very best. How much input during the costume fittings?
Well, it's very interesting. This movie was not made for a lot of money, and I think they did an incredible job. But these costumes were built in London, and just these beautiful yards of fabric. But they weren't that detailed, if you will. But they basically relied on the colors and the sweep of the fabric. And it wasn't that I had that much input, but we had very little time to put them together. So, you know, they like built them on me in the sense of was draping around, sort of like Cinderella and the you know, the bees and all that stuff and the birds, and that was really interesting. But the luxuriousness of the fabric is really what I think carries the day in that. I mean, it was incredible fabrics.
Your character is pretty cynical about men. Do you share some of that cynicism?
No. I hope that I don't share anything with this character. She's a totally horrible person, and that's all there is to it. She's horrible. I mean, she has some attractiveness, I mean, because she's very strong and magnetic, but, you know, she's just awful. That's why I thought I wanted to play her. I said, let's see if I can do this.
You shot movies in a lot of different places. Shooting in Ireland, do you notice a difference in the way bystanders react and say opposed to the streets of New York?
Well, we were working in really rather controlled conditions because we were working in Dublin Castle, which is state apartments, and you know, it's like working at the White House or something. And then we went on locations, very rural locations. So we didn't have that many people standing around us because we had to create this 18th century world. But definitely in the streets of New York, you'll have people sort of yelling, "Hey, Rizzo," at you, even to this day. You know, so it's a little different world.
And one quick question, doing a lighthearted pieces on the Oscar for next year. When you win an Oscar, of course, you get the statue. When you don't win, what kind of mementos do you keep from the ceremonies?
You get a sweatshirt. I'm not kidding. They send you a sweatshirt which says, "Congratulations, Oscar nominee, 19, whatever it was," and there it is. And I wondered, where are you going to wear this? You know, you're going to go to the gym and in your sweatshirt, but they could never take the sweatshirt away from you.